All right, welcome to round 9 of our Quest 4 of Gloomhaven here. And we're gonna go ahead and start with no enemies on the board because that's where we had left off. First things first is Rat Damon took a quick rest and lost Submissive Affliction. This card is now in the lost pile for Rat Damon, and he has all his cards back. The first person to go this time is Ivanta Die, way over there. And Ivanta wanted to use Flanking Strike for a move 5. So that was her deal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna kind of leave this room alone for now. I don't know if anyone's ever gonna end up back in there, but that's what we're leaving behind, the treasure chest and the loot coins. So that's where we are. With that, let me slide this up, and we'll get to this in a second. The second person to go, or actually wait, we didn't finish Ivanta Die. Ivanta Die then used Special Mixture to heal 3 to herself, and so she is now at 9 hit points. So she is back to 9 hit points and ready to go. Next we have Big Ben who wanted to go. And Big Ben wanted to use Provoking Roar and Spare Dagger because he wanted to move. So he wanted to use this to move 2. You see right there the move 2. Ignore this, move 2. And then use this. But you can't do 2 bottoms. So he wanted to move 2 and 2. He wanted to go 4. But you always have to use a bottom and a top or a top and a bottom. So instead, since we're not having him lose cards permanently, I went ahead and chose this for him, the Skewer, so he can move 6 and gain an experience. He's not going to lose his card because we're doing a special rule for Big Ben this round. And that's going to allow him to move 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. So we'll move him there. So he's right in front. And then we'll have him use his Provoking Roar and just do nothing because there's nothing for him to do at this moment. So Spare Dagger is still in his possession. So we'll go ahead and do that. And now we get to Adonis. And Adonis was going to use Net Shooter and was going to skip the move and just move 2. So Adonis was going to enter the room. And we'll go ahead and reveal this room. And so this is what it looks like. Alright, so Adonis, you're going to move 1, 2. And then, well, let me go over what's in this room. So we have terrain. These 3 are rough terrain. There's no traps. Rough terrain. So remember, it takes 2 moves to move through rough terrain. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 to get here. And that's how those work. That's the treasure chest. Over here are both 2 elite living bones. And if you don't remember, the living bones have these stats. It's the elite version. So they have 6 hit points, they can move 4 spaces, and they attack 2. They target 3 targets per attack, and they have a shield of 1. These guys, we have 1 regular one, or 2 regular ones and 1 elite. That's what they look like there. And those are Frost Demons. So the regular ones have 10 hit points, 3 move, 4 attack, no range, and they retaliate 2 every time you hit them. The elite one has 18, a retaliate 3, 4 move, and 4 attack. And that's what they have. So James is in the room. His next card was an enhancement field, attack 3. And he drew a +1, so he's attacking 4. So he's going to attack this elite guy 4 because it has a range of 3. So 1, 2, 3. And so he's gonna attack 4 hit points off of that elite guy. He's down to 14. His retaliate, he has no range, so he can't retaliate against Adonis. So Adonis takes no damage from a retaliation. So down to 14 from that 18. So good move there, Adonis. Now, when you enter a room, the monsters draw cards. And so the Frost Demon drew an 18, which gives them 2 more of a shield, or 2 shield and a move, so they can't attack. So there's no attack this round for them. There's no fire element to eat to suffer 1 damage. So they're just going to basically move because they can't attack. And they have a move, it's gonna be a 4 and a 5. So basically, elites always go first. He's gonna come right next to him, get ready to attack. And he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, and kind of get in there. And then he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, and kind of surround Adonis right there. And that's it. They just have their shield the remainder of the round. So no attack. So even though they're all surrounding Adonis, none are going to attack him. The Living Bones drew a 20, so they go next. They lose 2. They do attack, but they lose 2 on their move, and they heal 2, but they don't have any damage. So they can move. They're both elite, so they can both move 2 spots, but they have no range, so they're not gonna be able to attack anyone, so they're just gonna move 2 spots. So 1, 2, and 1, 2. All right, and that's all they're going to do. Remember, this symbol means this card gets reshuffled back into their deck, so it could be drawn again. So let's zoom in here. That's a whole lot of bad guys. So the last person to go is Rat Damon. The summon goes first. He moves 3. 1, 2, 3. Gets a little bit closer, but again, he only has 1 hit point, so he's not going to do a whole lot when he gets there. And this is where strategy comes in based on other people's moves. So Rat Damon, I was going to use this move to just move 2 and attack 3 and call it a day. But with so many enemies, I'm changing my strategy. I still have to use the 2 cards I picked, but I'm going to change my strategy and use this attack 6 because this elite guy's 1 spot in front of me. And so I will lose the card. You see the X. It will go to a lost pile, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm going to do I'm going to get 2 experience, do an attack 6, but I'm going to also add my poison dagger to poison the guy. So it's going to be an attack 6, 7. I drew a +0. But remember, I still have my, was it melee attack? Where'd my melee attack go? I lost my melee attack card. I don't know where I put it. But anyway, I have that melee attack card where I attack 3 extra hit points. So it's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So a 10 attack on this elite demon, and he's poisoned. But remember, he drew a shield, so it's an attack 8 because it blocked 2 of it. So it's an attack 8. So he is down to 6 hit points and is poisoned. And Lance and I did some research, and it turns out once a character is poisoned, they're poisoned the whole time until they are healed. And so I don't think any of these characters can heal, so every turn he's going to be poisoned. And what poison does is it adds an extra hit point to each attack that we do on him. So down to 6 hit points. These guys still have 10, so 6, 10, 10, and these guys have 6 each. Remember, none of these guys have any range. Oh, what was my second move? My second move was going to be just to do nothing. What was the card? It was the Frigid Apparition. There it is. So this card, since I did the top move on this one, I have to do the bottom one or a move, or you can just cancel the card. And I'm just going to cancel this card. It is now discarded, and I'll get it back when I rest, but I didn't do anything else. So basically, I want to stand here and just keep attacking any monsters in the doorway, although Adonis is right here. So I imagine the next round, Adonis will probably run back in the room and we'll just attack everybody we can here. So that's where we left off, or that's where we leave off, and we'll get ready for round 10. I will say I'm running out of cards, and I just lost another one, so I probably got a good 3 turns left before I will be completely out of cards. And hence, that's part of the reason why I'm just trying to all-out assault where I can. You know, I could have moved 2 back this way, but then I'll have to move 2 more to get back into the fight. And so I'm just going to stand here and attack whoever's in my face. Oh, one thing I forgot. Even though I did attack this guy 8 hit points, he does have the retaliate. So he took 3 hit points off of Rat Damon. So I am down to 4 hit points. So 4 hit points left for Rat Damon. And that's where we will end round 9, and we'll get ready for round 10 and see where we go from there.